Hello, good afternoon, and welcome, esteemed football fans and lovers across the globe. Welcome live to today's match day fixture. Nigerian Premier Football League match day 24 encounter between KWARA United and Warri Wolves. Live here at the Rashid Yakin Menbo Georgini Stadium in Lorry, North Central Nigeria. A live coverage coming to you courtesy of Propel Sports Africa in partnership with MTN Nigeria. A big clash ahead of us this match day. KWARA United up against the visitors, who have an impressive away form so far this campaign. Tosh Michaels is my name, your commentator, alongside Yemi Sadiq. Both teams are fighting out now for this encounter. And KWARA United, languishing 19th on the log, will be looking to get a win here to push themselves up the ladder. And the Warri Wolves, they want to consolidate on their standing so far. 9th on the league table, looking comfortable, but they will come up with the mindset of trying to steal this victory and go push themselves a bit up at the ladder. 4 times that they've won on the road. Something impressive, you will say. Hey, Mr. Sadiq, welcome to another match day here at the Rashid Yakin Menbo Georgini Stadium.
Thank you very much, Tosh Michaels. Truly a pleasure and honor to be doing this yet again. I mean, it is the match day 24, and the Nigerian Premier Football League is taking shape gradually, Michael. If you ask me, 24 games, how many more to go? I mean, the numbers are there, of course, but I think by now teams should be getting more serious with their ambition, with their season ambition, because so much is happening. Yes, KWARA United have just one outstanding to clear. That is the game against Rivers United. But they are not sitting. It's not looking well for the Harmony Boys as we speak. 19th on the log, just 24 points from 22 games so far. I mean, it's something that really give you a lot of concern for a team that actually won the President Federation Cup last season. To be finding it, really hard to break out in the season. And don't forget, not only KWARA, even the league champions too. Raymond Stars are also struggling. They are currently, 17th on the log. I mean, 16th. Raymond Stars also 16th on the log. Languishing in the regulation. It is not really a good one for both teams. But for KWARA United, this game is a very important game. They need to, pick out. They need to win this game to be able to bounce back into the winning ways. They need this moment. And if you ask me, I will tell you that this game is where the battle against relegation starts for KWARA United. They must not miss it. Yes, the Seasiders have been very good on the road. You said they've won 4 games on the road this season, picking the point against Almighty Enyimba, picking points against Wiki Tourist, picking points against Barao FC, and I mean that's really a good one for them. And it shows that this is a team that can always get something out of it, and so that is what KWARA United need to be wary of as we go into this particular game today.
Of course, a fixture that Warri Wolves have an edge. In the last 5 meetings, Warri Wolves have won 3 times. KWARA United just won a victory on this stuff. Of course, new boy, Anafi Babatunde, thrown straight into the starting lineup. A lad that would join from ABS Ilori Football Club. In goal, we have Nudin Badmos, Ibrahim Yahaya, Shewan Ogrimide, and Nafi Babatunde. Abdulrahman Olaiwaju, Olani Shahid, Abdul Salam returns to the side. Gida Dotoyiv, also Philip, Bright Babatunde, Aule John Mark. Completes these starters for KWARA United. And substitute Yakin Kazim, Afiz Bankole, Abdulafiz Musa, Jamil Suleiman, Alenge Mohamed, Mustafa Salisu, Jima Badamosi, Somto Shuku, Zenobo, and of course Mohamed Alau, the reserve players there. Coach Suleiman Ashrafat is the technical advisor, the head coach of KWARA United, if you want. And of course for Warri Wolves, we have Vincent Dafe, Ayila Olayemi, Gift David, Basi, Tejiri, Omonena, Innocent Orokwe, Ezekiel Oro, Justus Ochanu, Ita Peter, Prince Ebono, Orange Chisom. That's the starters for Warri Wolves, and of course Joker Efe Vaha, and the reserve goalkeeper Okemote Akpoyaye, Shetmayi Alimi Adebaye, Obuko Elvis, David Joseph, Israel Oladeji, Rigboa, Emmanuel, Apini Oraro, completes the reserves for the Seasiders, and of course Napoleon Aloma is the head coach. The officials for this encounter to take charge is Garima Mohammed. He will be assisted by Bakari Abdul Wahab, as well as Buka Chiroma and Ona Alaye Joseph, the fourth official. And the match is being commissioned by League Bara Abdul Rahman. And of course, we are set for kickoff here, Mr. Dick.
Set for kickoff, Michael. And of course, interesting to know that not only this game is going down today, you can be rest assured that there are also 3 more games going down elsewhere across the country. Yes, Economy Warriors up against Kun Khalifat, Barao FC, Ikorodu City. And of course, League champions Remo Stars are playing those two, Plateau United. So interesting games we have on our hands alongside KWARA United against Warri Wolves. Don't forget, KWARA United played a goalless draw with Warri Wolves in the first fixture. And now this is the reverse leg. And let's see what become of this game. The match has already begun.
Unless the All-Star gets us underway, Captain Larry Waju sends a long one towards the part of Bright. Oh, he's down. That was a challenge from Tejiri. And a free kick will come for KWARA United, who are on white. All whites play from my right to left. So KWARA United, they have a free kick now. And for Warri Wolves, they are on all blue, playing from left to right. We'll be attacking from left to right, and the free kick come. Abdul Salam outside Shehu standing for this one. Vincent Adafe, the goalkeeper for Warri Wolves. That's a poor one from Abdul Salam, but Quiet still have an opportunity to make something out of this. Abdul Salam goes past his marker into the area. Early chance here. Clearance comes for Warri Wolves. And now Ita Peter, which is Anafi does well to put that out for a throw. It's Warri Wolves now. Still Shahid Ezida also picks it up for KWARA United. Here comes Yahya Ibrahim, who returns to the starting lineup after missing the first 2 games after resumption. And here comes Bright Babatunde. And no foul says that the referee. And clearance comes for Warri Wolves. Anafi back to Shahid. And Nuruddin will tidy up. Sahid. Zaza. The captain for today for KWARA United, Abdurrahman. Awile John Mark finds Yahya Ibrahim, and here comes the host. 3 white shirt waiting, but that crosser wasn't good. Well cut out, and here comes Warri Wolves as they look to launch an attack for himself. Origi Chisom has one on him. Ezekiel couldn't make that ease. Warri Wolves regains possession. Origi being put under pressure by Abu Salam. He does well to pick out Bassi. Still, Warri Wolves passing the ball nicely. They lose it now. And here comes Ozo Philip for KWARA United. Babatunde Bright calling for it. Ozo picks out Yahya on the far side. And the cross comes into the area. Out it goes for a goal kick. No trouble at all for the defense of Warri Wolves.
No trouble for goalkeeper Vicente Daffy, but of course one thing that we have seen in this game is the fact that KWARA United are really pushing so hard. They're trying to get the momentum early on in the game, and you can see how much prompting they've been in the attack. They've been surging forward, and they want to maybe they want to get an early goal in the game. I think the visitors too have been quite good. They've been quite strong. But yet they have not been able to make quite a number of impressions, especially in the cutting edge. And a bit of nostalgic feelings now is for a certain player, Abdul Salam, who rejoined KWARA United, after leaving the club a few years ago. And we cannot also forget in a hurry the memory of how a certain Abdul Salam, sustained a fracture here on this pitch on March 15, 2020. That's from 6 years ago, Michael. And he sustained an injury against Wiki Tourist. He had to be sidelined for over a year. He's gone back to football. And I think he's now been given yet another opportunity. He rejoined KWARA United, after a brief stint with Kada Warriors in Kaduna. Now he's back into the team. And let's see what he's able to bring up. But especially for the cutting edge, where KWARA United, really need a whole lot of effort to especially get goals, especially also on the pitch is Anafi Babatunde, a new player from ASFC, also playing in KWARA United. I mean, replacing Victor Ade, who has been traveled abroad now to actually seek another opportunity. It's a new setup for KWARA United, and so I think we look forward to see what the coach Ashifa Sulaiman boys will be able to do with this.
Here comes the visitors with an opportunity, a chance, and it out. Also, Philip will tidy up things to get out now. I take it calm. Touch was nice, and the second couldn't pick out incoming. Bright Babatunde, well defended, well read from the Warri Wolves man, Bassi. Still, Warri Wolves looking very bright and sharp in this game. One team, if there's any team who knows how to score goals away, it has to be Warri Wolves. 8 times they've scored on the road. 4 wins that they've gathered. 1 draw, 6 defeats. Can they compare KWARA United's woes today? Or will KWARA United fight themselves back in winning ways? Yet to score a goal in 2026, KWARA United. The last victory was against Bayelsa United, 2-0 victory in December. And after that, they've gone on to lose 4 twice against Bendel Insurance, defeat to Ikorodu City, and of course last weekend 1-0 defeat to Kun Khalifa. And a chance now, Lashio Shahid, and sends out the referee. The referee gives up a play. He waves play on at that point in time, but Basi Orji Trisom down on the turf. Nothing to worry at all for Warri Wolves. Goalless here in the lorry. A long one headed out from by Shahid. Ezekiel does well on the throw for Warri Wolves on the far side. Basi has it now. It goes to the ground. Free kick, says the referee. And having a word with John Mark Aule. A bit of some defending to do now for KWARA United. Warri Wolves are committing men forward of 5 blue shirts inside the area. We'll look to fancy the opportunity from this set piece. Floated in by Basi. And the clearance comes for KWARA United. Was looking to get Tejiri, who has scored 2 goals so far. The defender scored the winner against Eyimba, and that's a 2-1 win over the People's Elephant in Aba. Omanu's good aerially, the centre back. Tejiri Omonena. Babatunde Bright keeps it in play for KWARA United. Tracks the run off Gidadu. Here consolation mark, one-time strike. Great save from Daffy. Brilliant. Emin Sadiq, that could have just be it for KWARA United.
Well, yeah, I mean, Daffy was very cool, calm, and collected. He was right there, and he was very, very, proactive. But of course, it's also a nice effort from John Aule Mark, who is still struggling to actually find the best of his form. I mean, Aule has scored 5 goals for KWARA United this season, but since then, this is the first round, he's not been able to, to get on the score sheet again. I think Daffy really did so well right there. And KWARA United needs to, are really pushing forward to get something out of this game.
There's one man Warri Wolves will want to bank on in this game. That has to be Vincent Daffy. With lots of experience, former Dakada United goalkeeper to Abia Warriors to strike from distance. Gidado Toyib. You can see the intention from KWARA United. You can see a team who wants to come all out and want to fight for every ball. They are shooting from all cylinders. It tells you the intention. It tells you what they have in mind coming to this game.
That is what we have seen in KWARA United. I mean, the last time they've gone 4 games unbeaten, was in January 2023. And so they've lost, games. They've lost 4 games on a row, as they have recorded this year. Was January 2023. And so they want to change that tide. They want to change the trend. And you can see the energy coming all from every part of the pitch for them.
And here comes Warri Wolves. Put out there by Anafi, the 2 number 19. And that torso at that point in time. And the throw comes for Warri Wolves. Shahid does well. Advantage KWARA United. United's half KWARA United with a game to spear that one against the Rivers United, who are very much in the continent, but looking like they've been eliminated after that defeat yesterday to Power Diamonds. And here comes Babatunde Bright, a bit down, same opportunity for KWARA United. Yahya Ibrahim and Nafi! Oh, strike! Always rising. What a way! What an introduction that would have been for Nafi in the Premier League if that has gone in.
I mean, it will have made a whole lot of a big impression, not just on him, not just on the home fans, but a number of people who have actually seen him grown up through the ranks. The boy grew up through the ranks of Barrier Football Sport Club and Academy, through to ABS Ilorin FC, and now in the Premier League. He's a fantastic talent, and I think his addition to KWARA United, even though in the most dramatic and unexpected way, is going to bring him give him a lot of experience as he breaks into the the mainstream football. This is NPFL, Michael, and I think he's a player that I think can always do better and improve on his talent.
Of course, Anafi, a one for the future. The future is certainly brighter for the lad on a free kick for Warri Wolves now. Orji goes back to Tejiri. Looking to build their way out of their half. Warri Wolves. Laiwaju stops that move, but still Warri Wolves. But this time a free kick will come in favor of KWARA United. Still goalless after a quarter of an hour of football. Here comes KWARA United. Wabu Salam, Bright, Haule John Mark. Still Haule John Mark finds Gidado. Gidado has a marker on him. He throws it into the area. Olumbide just couldn't keep that in play. Abdurrahman finds Anafi. Also, Philip finds the run off Shehu. He does keep it. That's a marker on him. What does he do? He takes on his marker, goes past him. He couldn't. Crowded here. A corner kick. A corner kick to KWARA United. It seems it's a throw. A throw to KWARA United. A long way to be from Shehu. He sends that in. Whoa! Brilliant! Absolute brilliance! Olani Shahid! The defender, Urozai! A last chance to that loose ball in the area. What an acrobatic kick that was. What a way to get into the lead in this game. A way to get into the league. Fantastic. What a beautiful goal from Sahid Olani, the defender. I mean, that was really beauty to behold. I mean, scoring the first goal for KWARA United in the year 2026. The last time KWARA United scored a goal was December 21st. That was in their 2 goals, victory over Bayelsa United. And that was their last, win too, that they recorded in the match day of the NPFL. A good one from, Said Olaniyi. And you can always take it to the bank that there will always be a goal contribution from the throw-ins that you have from Shehu Ogunribide. And here you have it again, Michael. Yes, of course, a well-deserved lead for the Harmony boys. And yes, they will come again looking for the second, straight to the hands of the goalkeeper. And returns it straight to KWARA United. Coach Aluma Napoleon not happy. You can see him expressing his displeasure on the touchline. .80 KWARA United 1, Warri Wolves 0. And what a relief that goal! What a relief that goal will. For Coach Ashraf Suleiman has been under pressure. Some fans have questioned his ability to lead this team. Some have shown support. And here comes Absalam. It's still Absalam. As a 4-1 from the winger. The free kick to the visitors deep in their half. And here comes our Warri Wolves. A poor pass from Justus Ohanu. Of course, Warri Wolves we coordinated by Chibike Azibike, who was part of Nigeria's 2013 winning Super Eagles squad. The coordinator of Warri Wolves. A block that was to put that out for a throw. Yeah, Ibrahim. And Gidado we. Yeah. Anafi finds Gidado. Only John Mark, also Philip. Loses possession. Here comes Warri Wolves and well read. Saeed. Now Bright. Only John Mark. Abu Salam flag offside here. Offside call for the referee. Here comes the visitors. United has to be careful. Well done there, John Mark. Or not that was Luashew. Abdul Salam. John Mark. Oluwaseun looking to get Bright Barton in neat. And here comes KWARA United with another opportunity. Oh, was a block there by Absalam. Bassi does well for Warri Wolves. They're still going Bassi. They lose it again. Aule John Ma picks it up. Finds Gidado, who goes back to his captain for today. The goal scorer now to Anafi. Also Philip. They're passing the ball nicely. KWARA United are fully in control of this one. A bit of a worry for Bright Babatunde Yemi Sadiq.
Yeah, somehow a bit of worry to him. I think he must have tripped his leg, during that, contact with one of the defenders of Warri Wolves. He's been a great guy. I mean, earlier before the commencement of this game, we can see he was presented with his December Player of the Month award. and I think he's been a very integral part of the team. I think he's one player that Coach Ashifa Suleiman wouldn't want to take off the pitch. His prayer is that the issue is not, kind of a severe one, if you want. But I think Kwaneda has grown so much into this game, especially after the goal scored by Said Olani. We've been seeing the way they have been pushing forward. The transition has also been quite seamless, and it's not been a bad response or reaction from the visitors too. They've been trying to break into the final third, but I think the partnership of Said Olani and Abdurrahman Olaniwaju is being named the captain for the game today has also been quite good, especially at the backside for KWARA United.
"23 minutes gone in this game. KWARA United lead by a goal to nil. Courtesy of Shahid Alani strike. And the throw will come now for the host. Sends it back to his goalkeeper. He finds Abdurrahman. Anafi. Yahaya. He loses it. And a strike from Orji, always rising. Right about to the back, straight into action. And yeah, it's at Warri Wolves. And here they come. Ezekiel. A tracking one of Ahila. Across comes the low one. Shahid. A clearance comes. Only as far as Ezekiel, who picks it up again for Warri Wolves. And the cross comes in. And then out. A miss there by Olashew. Oji keeps it in play. He gets supporter in. Ahila. And the cross comes in. Headed out by Yahya Ibrahim. Aule John Ma picks it up. Finds Brother Batunde fouled. It's still possession of KWARA United now. Anafi. Back to Gidado. Anafi gets it back again. Goes back to Roy Waju. Abdurrahman. Toyib Gidado. Shahid Olani. KWARA United trying to get out of the half. Being closed down nicely by Warri Wolves. Al Salam offside again. He needs to watch his run.
For the second time in this game, he's been caught offside, Abdul Salam. I think he needs to really watch his run very well because a certain Ahila seems to be putting him into that trap and he's falling into it. Brief game we've seen so far, the home side have shown a great, character off and on the ball. And I think that is what the fans have actually means. They had a very disastrous January, if you ask me, and now they are trying to bounce back into it.
Of course, they are trying to make February a sweet one after that disastrous January, and they're already in the lead. And here they come again. Also, Philippe straight into Absalam. Absalam. Yes, and Yaoim across comes. Edafe, well done. You see an opportunity. About Basi Weekly. Free kick, says the referee.
I think Toyib Gidado should have done better there. That was really a good chance for him to double up the lead for
setting the plates.
To double the lead for KWARA United. He was just coming through, flash it in. But of course, he has to do well with some of his chances. like the one he had earlier before this one. And I think this is Abdul Salam really giving his best, after his return to KWARA United. It's a good memory that he is trying to, to bring back alive. And Abdul Salam has been the man for KWARA United so far, especially up front.
KWARA United regains possession. Gidado skip passes marker, he loses it. A referee calls back play, a free kick. And a small man doing great things, Toib Gidado. And a free kick will come. It's a poor pass from Toib. Daffy, Innocent, Urukpe. Innocent will send it forward. Orji, Rosai gets ahead on it. Deflected out. Advantage, Warri Wolves on the near side. The try go to Neil here. Bassi picks out Ayala on that occasion. Innocent, the captain for Warri Wolves. Brilliant run there, and a chance. Brilliant run from Mita Peter. A good goalkeeping from Nuruddin Badmus to put that out. And here comes KWARA United. Anafi. Also Philip. Looking to find Abdul Salam. That was too long. Well, the Wolves have their league, gained possession. And here they come. Looking for a run of Orji. Can he keep it in play? Yes, he does. Opportunity alive now for Warri Wolves. He has Shahid on him. He goes past Shahid. Looking for a space to shoot. It's the Orji always rising. No chance at all. Yeah, Mr. Dick.
I mean, Orji has been the man, doing most of the job for Warri Wolves, up front. And I'm not really surprised. He's had 2 goals to his name so far this season. And he's that player that KWARA United now knows that they have to really be wary of. You can see the way he moves on the ball and off the ball. He's really always there. And he's made good impression of himself and of all the fans so far in this particular game. And I think nice effort by goalkeeper Nuruddin Badmus right there the other time. That was a beautiful cross from Mita Peter. That could have caused a whole lot of damage for KWARA United, but luckily enough, the goalkeeper was really doing the job well.
And here comes KWARA United. Our legend now from distance, always rising. Looking for the second goal. What a good attempt that was. And a goal kick will come. (31 minutes). KWARA United 1. Warri Wolves 0. Orji now. It's Orji. Goes back. And finds Bazzi infield. Bazzi looking to find Ezekiel Oro, but he just couldn't. Ezekiel Oro, another important player in that attack line for Warri Wolves, with 4 goals so far this campaign. A leading scorer Ibonu with 6 goals out of the team on trials in Sweden. And Nafi Babatunde gets an upload for that. Tejiri is it back to his goalkeeper. Evenly contested game here. It is. It has been Yemi Sadiq.
If they don't want to get punished by the visitors, because the visitor, as they say, can easily break out into the final third, get a goal, and then perhaps seal it up. That would just be their home, maybe the best they could get on the road. So I think KWARA United still have a lot to do in this game. If they really
chance,
they want it to actually end the way they want it to end. They need the points. Not only the point, they need to bring back the confidence into the team. They need to bring back the mentality. And that is, if they have to do that, more work needs to be done.
Be done. Team Warri Wolves knows how to score on the road. Twice they scored against Rangers International. But they were outscored in that game. That ended 4-2 at the Cathedral. A free kick for the visitors. Tejiri finds Bassi. He does well to go past Aule John Mark. Strong Bassi. Anyela. Almost losing it here. Finds Oji. Still Warri Wolves. Oji goes to the ground. Anafi and the culprits. A referee having a Anyela. It goes past his marker, goes to the ground. The referee seems to have called back play. Saeed Olani's goal is the difference so far. Warri Wolves have a free kick here. Bassi and a Prince standing. And the strike comes blocked here. Oh, the foot of justice. Gidadu loses it. Regains and then send that out for Warri Wolves through. It's a cooling break now. A cooling break. KWARA United 1, Warri Wolves 0. Yemi Sadiq. An interesting encounter so far. Relief for Coach Ashafa Suleiman with that goal, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's the relief, but if you ask me, the job is not completely done. I mean, they're playing against, as you said, a team that has actually won some games on the road. 4 of those games, they've won 4 games on the road. And picking, wins against the likes of Eyimba, picking wins against Wiki Tories, picking wins against the likes of Barao FC. I think that speaks to the fact that, Warri Wolves is a team to always look out for, and they are definitely a team to beat any day, anytime. 9th on the log. That's not a fluke, Michael. And if you ask me, the job is not yet done for KWARA United. And of course, for Warri Wolves, I think they will need to also be more definite with their, push forward with some of their goal onslaughts. They need to be more very, very are pushing. They need to be more aggressive if you want, in the final third. We've seen effort from, a certain Oji Samson, Ita Peter, and Prince Ebon, but it seems not really enough. And I think they need to come into the game fully. They need to show what they're really made of if they truly want to make something. Interestingly, their goalkeeper, Jock Efewera, is on the bench. And I think was actually one of the players I was looking out for to see in the game. It's been quite fantastic between the sticks for Warri Wolves so far. In 10 games, he has had 6 clean sheets and he's made 28 saves. But he's on the bench. I mean, that's a kind of a tactical decision of the coach, which we cannot really question. But so early on, Brian Babatunde has been substituted for Mustafa Salisu, who joins KWARA United in the mid-season transfer. It's the first substitution of the game, and I think maybe it's a kind of that we've had to deal with for Saturday Bright.
So the first of this game, the introduction of Salisu Mustafa, who takes the place of Babatunde Bright. Injury concerns Mustafa, one of the newest addition to the squad, who joined from Kano Pillars alongside Abu Salam, who joined from Kada Warriors, and Anafi Babatunde, ABS Ilorin FC. 3 new addition on the pitch now for KWARA United. Of course, KWARA United also missing some key figures in the team, the likes of Victor Adeye, who we gathered has gone to Ukraine on trial. Of course, Arizo Gona also has gone on trials at Egypt. And a chance! Great save! They're still alive! Mustafa fights us off Philip distance. What a great one shot that was. Could have done better with that. What a save from Medafe Vincent. It could have been. You have to be wary of the runs of Gidado Toib.
Be very, very active on the plate. I mean, it's always difficult for Gidado to be off the game. I think that is one of the great qualities for a young player. And I think, he's a certain player that you can always bank on. Interestingly, we are not seeing the likes of Aimufa Junior, even in the lineup. Akane Hakim is also not in the lineup. I wonder what could, be. Aimufa was in the game against Kun Khalifa, was nowhere to be found in this game. I hope that is not really something of great concern. For KWARA United, as I said, they need to be wary of the visitors. They need to do more. This game is not completely won yet.
This game is not completely won yet. And of course, the corner kick to the visitors. An opportunity to draw themselves level before halftime. Can they make it count? Ahila standing by. And that swinger, the cross comes in. And no one at all. And that will go out for a throw. And relieve for KWARA United. A foul on Taib Gidado. And after that, the one player who played all minutes in the first round for ABS FC in the NNL 2020. additional time left to be played in this half. And KWARA United with that 1-goal lead. Here comes Oji. And a chance now for Warri Wolves. It's a Peter. That was a huge opportunity wasted here from Warri Wolves.
I think nice effort from Samson to have found the Peter right there, very free. And he was unmarked, undisturbed. And I think Peter should have done better with that chance. I mean, that was really close. I think he needs to do better, going forward. Should he be presented with that kind of chance?
A missed chance here, an opportunity to draw Warri Wolves level. Our chance got begging. KWARA United has to be tight at the back. They want to get this win. Abu Salam. Oji. Still Oji going. Free kick, says the referee. And yellow card to Shahid Olani. Additional 2 minutes has been displayed by the fourth official. A player is down the top for Warri Wolves. A free kick. A call for Warri Wolves. A free kick in a very decent position. Prince Bohon, the player who was down, now being attended to by the medics. And play will resume now from this free kick. A chance for can they fancy the opportunity here? You're free. Change the position for where the free kick will be taken. And then it's Justice as well as Basti standing for this one. Who goes? It's Justice who goes for it. Into the safe hands of Nuruddin Badmos. And here comes KWARA United. Mustafa Abdul Salam. A show play. And the cross comes in. Clearance of the vote of Tejiri. Okrivide wins his back again. Also Philip finds Aule John Mark. Was left unmarked here. That was a poor one from Aule John Mark. Ita. It's a tussle between Ita, Peters and Shahid Olani. A free kick advantage to KWARA United, says the referee. And there we have it. End of our proceedings in this half. It's KWARA United who goes into the halftime break with a huge lead. A goal scored by Olani Shaid is a difference so far in this game. KWARA United 1, Warri Wolves 0. Halftime score right here from the Rashid Yakin Membo George Stadium here in Ilorin, KWARA State, Nigeria. Sadiq, how will you assess the first half performance so far in this encounter?
Well, KWARA United have shown to us that they really want to get back to winning ways with what they've been able to do. But of course, as I said, they have to go into the finish yet. They've shown what they could do. But another issue is that, the point man, now the goal poacher has been substituted. Talking about Babasude Bright, that is a kind of concern. We have seen Abdul Salam having to switch into that place to be leading the charge for them. Most of us, Salisu, are brought in place of Babasude Bright. Also, the newcomer, talking about Anafi Babasude, made quite impression. I mean, it was in terms of tackling, He was lucky that he didn't get card or he didn't get yellow card with some of the tackling that, he made in the first half. All along, I think it was a good game for KWARA United. For the visitors too, not a bad game totally. I think we've seen we've seen what like Oji Samson, Itabita, and Prince Ebon, what they were, pushing forward. I think if they're able to get themselves coordinated very well, they might get something out of that. And don't forget, they are a team that have done so well for themselves, especially on the road, picking 4 wins on the road against the leg of Enyimba, against the leg of Barao, and against the leg of Wiki Tourists. I mean, that is something that always, will always give them the confidence and the mentality that they can also do it against KWARA United. The job is not finished yet, Michael, but I think it's a bit of relief now for not just only KWARA United, but the fans here at home.
Of course, huge relief for the Ilorin faithfuls, the Ilorin fans, and of course, the technical crew of KWARA United Football Club. For Coach Aluma Napoleon, we look to find some inspirations as they look to upturn these results. These are fixture in the second half. From Rashid Yakin Membo, George Stadium, it's KWARA United 1, Warri Wolves 0. Right back for the second half of this game. They're not going nowhere. We're back for the second 45 minutes of this encounter. And it is the visitors who will get us back on the way for this game. They play from right to left. Quite nice attack from left to right. Any chance there for Warri Wolves? In the hands of goalkeeper Nuruddin Badmus. And of course, three substitution has been effected by the technical advisor, Coach Napoleon Aloma. In come David Joseph, Israel Oladeji, as well as Apini Oraro. Abu Salam blocks and penalty. And the referee points to the spots. Do that. Tejuri not happy. Felt hard done there. If you ask me, I feel his hand was in the natural position, Yemi Sadiq, but the central referee has the final say.
Yeah, the referee has the final say, and he was very much closer. I mean, he was actually following up with that particular, attack, and then, he picked up that particular handball. And I mean, there's nothing we have to do about it. The reaction from Tejuri was actually fierce, but I mean, the decision has already been taken. And now it's a penalty for KWARA United, an opportunity for them to actually double their lead in this particular encounter, Michael.
A chance for KWARA United to double their lead on the spot. To be the one to take. Okay, Shahid Olani with an opportunity to score a brace. Shahid up against Vincent Edafe. And Shahid sends Edafe the wrong way. KWARA United doubles their lead. Shahid gets his second of the day. And KWARA United are flying this afternoon. Yemi Sadiq.
A proud moment for not just KWARA United, but for Shahid. He's been a consistent player, no doubt about it. But this time around, doing it in a very, very spectacular way. Getting a goal, an acrobatic for a bicycle kick for that matter. And of course, scoring from the spot. Scoring 2 goals. His first ever brace for KWARA United. Getting his first goal for KWARA United is really a glorious moment for him. And I think, KWARA United fans are truly happy. The last time they won 2 goals, it was the game against Bayelsa United back here home on December 21st. And I think they seems to be renewing that particular, moment here in the game against, Warri Wolves. I mean, kudos also to Abdul Salam. And of course, a certain Gidado Toyib. You can actually see the connection between Gidado Toyib using the back heel. And Salam almost wanted to play it inside, but the handball there, unfortunately for Tejuri, and it is what it is. I think KWARA United can now, put their heads forward now and just seal this up.
Of course, the goal scorer here goes back to his goalkeeper. He's gotten a brace for himself this afternoon. Already man of the match, a performance. Olani Shahid. Here comes Abu Salam. Salisu Mustafa. Goes past his marker. Still Salisu. Finds Anafi Babatunde. Also Philip. Poor pass from also Anafi wins it back. Saeed. Girado turns nicely. And here comes Salisu Mustafa. Offside, says the referee. KWARA United 2, Warri Wolves 0. Anafi. Anafi Babatunde has really done well so far. He hasn't put any foot wrong in this game. What a dream debut this would be for him. And here comes KWARA United. Abu Salam. I was close. It's almost a thought for KWARA United. One of the three substitutes there, Israel Ola Deji, amongst Apini Oraro and David Joseph, who came on to take the place of Prince Boro, of course, as well as Justus Oanu and Ezekiel Oro. Both are withdrawn just before the resumption of the second half. A free kick now to Warri Wolves. Can they pull one back? And that was too ambitious for Apini Oraro, who went for goal. Obviously his effort go wide. Goal kick now. Or to come for Saeed Olani sends it forward for KWARA United. Anyela in possession for Warri Wolves. They lose it. Orji now. Still Orji. Looking for Oladeji. It's Bassi. Give to David. Back to David Joseph. And steals it. Gidado steals it from KWARA United. It's 3-on-2. And Gidado. A chance to make it goal number 3. Gidado. A chance gone there.
I mean, the work rate is so high from Gidado. Snap the ball from the midfield, perfect interception, and release it quickly for Abdul Salam, who actually held it down a bit for him to get enough space. And he pushed it down from where I think he should have, calmed down, and he should have done better with that chance.
Of course, there's one chance that he will look back and be disappointed in himself. I felt he would have actually done better than that. Now Orji, on the other hand, goes past Okribide, and the shot comes. They're still alive. And Hila, across comes a sliding tackle from Salisu Mustafa. A corner kick to the visitors. Mustafa joining in that defensive duties. Orji will take this. An in-swing guy to be. Bodies being committed up front by Warri Wolves. And the cross comes. Headed out. Aule John Mark. Brilliantly done there. And here comes KWARA United. Gidado Toyib with another chance. Yas Abdul Salam. He finds Salisu Mustafa. Was looking to connect with Yahya Ibrahim, but has been caught out. Also Philip. And here comes Aule John Mark. Yahya Ibrahim. And the cross comes in. A free kick.
A lot of fans were displeased with also Philip, who was just turning his back on an attack somewhat. I think he needs to be very, very always looking forward, always pushing forward anytime he has the ball with him.
Ole John Mark to Anafi. Also Philip always having to go back, his first option. And here comes our Warri Wolves. End-to-end stuff, Yemi Sadiq. Well done there, Shahid Olani. Abu Salam. Not the best of first touch, but still has it. Gidado. Still Gidado. Abu Salam goes to the ground. And a foul on Abu Salam. Abu Salam. Atejiri. I just get into the referee's book. 55 minutes of football played here. Kwara United 2. Warri Wolves 0. Referee having a word with Tejiri. Emo and Nena. Has been very crucial to the Seasiders' campaign so far this season. The reverse fixture between these two sides is also ended goalless. Get back on the way. Yahaya Ibrahim. Offside for the third time. Abu Salam. Advantage Warri Wolves from a throw on the near side. Israel Apini will go long. Sends it in. Ofini Origi! Great save! Great save from Nudin. To keep out Origi Chisom. What a strike that was. What a throw from Apini. And here comes Warri Wolves again. Across comes. And a strike from distance. Ooh, wow. Oh my word. What a strike that was from Gift David. Nuruddin Badmus with a save and a corner kick now to Warri Wolves. They'll be answering all the questions, Mr. Sadiq. They want to get a goal.
A load of troubles for Kwara United to deal with. They were just quite lucky there to have survived from that, shock. Kudos to goalkeeper. The goalkeeper was very, very fantastic. He saved that game. But I think Samson had enough space. I mean, he was just left alone, left on mark. And I think the defenders can do better, because he's a player that if you leave him just so free, you will get punished for it. And I think they've seen what he could actually do with that. I think Kwara United were really lucky that some of these onslaughts did not lead to a goal.
Abaraman sends it long. Abaraman gets ahead on it. He wins it back for Kwara United. Abu Salam dispossessed. And here comes Peter offside. Oh, no chance. Aladeji. Yahya Ibrahim goes down. David finds Innocence. Tobasi dispossessed. And here comes Abu Salam. Well, recovered well. Innocence. Salisu for Kwara United. Abu Salam. Tracking the run of Salisu Mustafa. And here comes Aule John Mark. Abu Salam running in. A clearance sends out for a corner kick. A corner kick for the hosts. Only John Mark finds also Philip. Also to Yahya Ibrahim. Yahya will look to cross. As the cross comes in. Said Alani looking for an hat-trick. Oji wins the ball. Oji. See Oji going. It's been fantastic. It's been terrific this afternoon for Warri Wolves. Still Oji. A corner kick to Warri Wolves. A chance for Warri Wolves to pull one back and try to see if they can initiate a comeback. Shahid exit out. Of course, some of our activities are coming through from other centers. Barau leader Ikorodu City by go to nil. And Plateau United leads Remo Stars 1-0 away from home. Remo Stars have been reduced to 10 men in that one. A chance! A chance! Oh, saved here by the goalkeeper. Almost an opportunity for Warri Wolves to pull one back. It's looking like they will get a goal in this game, but it's not a question of when or how will that come.
Just the question of when and how. And I think they need to be stand their ground. They need to be able to hold them, because should Warri Wolves get a goal in this game, that will spell a whole lot of trouble for KWARA United.
Mr. Adi, look at to Oluwaseun Ogrimide, who has had a terrible time dealing with Oji in this game. You can see the holding of Shed just to stop him. He's strong, he has space, he can dribble as well. What a player. What a day for Oluwaseun. He will look back to this game and a free kick will come. Angela to try and whip this in to 4-1. And clearance comes from Oluwaseun. Also Philip to Ginado. And clearance come from Innocent. Yahya Ibrahim does well. Anafi. And now Baba Rahman, Abdul Rahman to Nudin Batmos. And the clearance comes from Oluwaseun. Anafi picks it up. And clearance comes. And now Warri Wolves. Tejiri. Also Philip. Auli John Mark. Yeah, Ibrahim running into space. That pass was too strong. Tejiri will get there first. And David. Also Philip regains possession for KWARA United. Goes back to his goalkeeper. Yahya. Shahid. Salisu Mustafa. On the foul, says the referee. KWARA United 2, Warri Wolves 0. 2 goals are scored by Shahid Alani. 65 minutes of football we've seen so far in this encounter, and it's getting interesting. Warri Wolves seems to have unsettled KWARA United so far in this game. Yeah, Mr. Dick.
Yeah, we can see the effect of some of the substitutions that Warri Wolves have actually made, and I think that seems to be working well for them. And it's only a matter of when and how long KWARA United can hold on to this, pressure coming from the Seasiders.
Of course, the player is down on the top for KWARA United. And Nafi Babatunde has done pretty well. Looking at the way they played in this second half, we want to say that KWARA United we're lucky to get that second goal early in this half, because it would have been a very, very long second half for KWARA United. Look at the impact the three substitutions has made. KWARA United seems to be unsettled in the last 5-10 minutes. It's been all Warri Wolves, and they could have gotten a goal. They were unlucky not to have actually gotten a goal so far.
Yeah, they came close twice. We saw the chance from Samson Oji, and we also saw the kind of goal rumble that actually came off the back of a corner kick they had earlier on. They've been very, very strong, and they've been very, very, aggressive. As I said, just like maybe they had what I was, the comment I was making, during the break. And it is just what it shows that, the record and the trajectory that they've had this season is not something that we can say is a fluke. It shows that they are really a strong side, both especially on the road, and that is what they are really showing here.
And here they come again, Warri Wolves. And the cross couldn't go past Abdurrahman Olarewaju. Another throw. KWARA United almost conceded from Ipini's throw. Can they get successful this time? Will KWARA United be lucky? Another throw will come. Ipini sends a long one into the area, and the goalkeeper has it on it. And of course, Aole John Mark will look to attack. They will look to turn defense into attack. KWARA United still coming. Aole John Mark, Gidado now. Back to Aole John Mark. He looks up, finds Oswald Philip, who goes back by Anafi. Aole John Mark, and somehow another thing comes up from the attack. You just have to try and re-strategize. Salisi Mustafa, Oswald Philip. Olarewaju Abdurrahman. Aole John Mark. Spot the run of Yahya Ibrahim, offside call there from the referee.
Yahya Ibrahim, it shows that he's just coming back from injury. I mean, he has not been able to be pacey as he used to do in games. I think he has to grow into it since he's just coming back from injury. And of course, I think a certain Philip also need to be very, be always, forward thinking, with some of his games. I mean, going back again, gave the opponent opportunity to regroup and to be able to set up their own defense. I think he should have actually switched that ball just right on the part of Mustafa Salisu, who could have pushed it forward. Who knows? Anything might just come out of it. But of course, I think it is that style of game is not really too good, especially when it comes to elite football like this.
The cross comes from this free kick into the hands of Nigerian Badmus. Or we'll spend some seconds on the floor. Referee will play on. Anafi Babatunde on the top. Remo Stars have level matters in Benin. It's now 1-1 between Remo Stars and Plateau United. Nafi seems to have been injured. A substitution will come now for Warri Wolves. Elvis. Kowo will take the place of Basi. Alafi Batunde stretched out. We are back on the way. Abdul Salam. Ogrimbide. Mustafa. And the foul. Free kick to KWARA United. Comes also looking for Yahya Ibrahim. The goal kick. Straight into Ita. Peter. Ita now. Looking for. Was trying to connect with keeps it there. At that point in time, Israel Adeji, just about 35. It was a double substitution will come now for KWARA United. Alege Mohamed will take the place of Anafi Babatunde, certainly. Musa Abdulhafiz. But that substitution will wait. Here comes Warri Wolves. Anyila looking for Ita Peter. And a chance! Oh my word! Ita Peter! I've put one back for KWARA United. For Warri Wolves. Yemi Sadiq. They've been asking all the questions. And finally, they've gotten a response. It's KWARA United 2, Warri Wolves 1. It's not a matter of how, when, but certainly I saw that the goal was going to be scored for Warri Wolves. And the goal has arrived. Ita Peter, the goal scorer.
I mean, failure to clear your line. This is what it brings for you. They got that attack. They didn't make use. They didn't get the best. They didn't maximize it. And that is what, the visitors had to also leverage on. A good finish, a perfect one from Ita Peter, who actually has been one of the standard performer on the pitch so far in this particular game. 2 players has been introduced for KWARA, and let's see what they actually bring it to it. But as expected, we have all been just asking. It's a matter of when and how long will KWARA United hold the bag. But it's the opponents have been able to break the yoke now, and I think they seems now have the confidence to be able to go forward and continue to push for more. We still have so much time into this game, and only time will tell what happens at the end of the day.
74 minutes on our clock. KWARA United 2, Warri Wolves 1. They are good on the road. Warri Wolves, a long throw now into the area. Punched there by the goalkeeper. Free kick says that the referee. They will look to try and find a leveler and see if they can go back to Warri with a point. Or perhaps maybe find a comeback, find an equalizer, and then the winning goal to stun this on the home side here. And shots from nowhere off the post of Elvis. Quite United has to be careful. They have to be very, very careful. And a goal kick will come. We have 15 more minutes to go. Aule John Mark. Alege. First touch. And now the goal scorer will be substituted. And in will be Ariboha Emmanuel on jersey number 40. Since there's communication between the technical bench of Warri Wolves and the fourth official on who is coming off for Emmanuel. Meantime, that substitution is being put on hold, and the free kick will come now for KWARA United. We've seen 3 goals in this game. An entertaining game this has been for the neutrals. Waju Abdul Salam puts it in for Aule John Mark. The chance is still alive. Alega with a shot, but has been blocked, and out it goes for a corner kick. And then the substitution will come. Still Itapita. The goal scorer who has been withdrawn. And the corner kick will come now for KWARA United. Mustafa. The cross comes in. Can he find the connection? Does! A shot comes! Oh! Another corner kick. And then get unlucky. They're looking to get back their 2-goal lead, which will kind of ease the pressure. And the corner kick will come. Gidado was that found Alenge who struck it nicely, deflected out for a corner kick. It's a poor one from Gidado, but wins the corner kick. Wins himself a corner kick again. An opportunity to correct is wrong. Looks to deliver this one nicely. Girado. Tejiri has it out. Aule John Mark missed it. Interesting to see the urgency from Warri Wolves. And here comes Ablafis Oloro. Gidado gets it. Gidado goes past his marker. Abdul Salam finds Mustafa on the far side. It's Mustafa to Gidado. So Mohamed Alege was a man on him. He goes for it. He loses it. Also Philip does well to regain possession for KWARA United. Offside called here from the referee.
I think the fans were not comfortable with that. They thought it was Gidado who was on the offside, and he was almost, finding his way out before Mustafa Salisu was approaching the ball. And I think, that is just it. A good game that we have seen so far here, Michael. I mean, Warri Wolves have really shown a great performance. They're a strong side, and they've shown what, expect the team to show, especially on the road. And I think a certain Mohamed Mahi Alige has also been quite unlucky. 2 of his chances were blocked right there. And he's showing good form in this particular game.
Tejiri. Salisu Mustafa. Aule John Mark. Gidado. Aule crowded. Manages to find Gidado. Very strong on the ball. Gidado releases his captain on the cross comes in. Edafi Rosai to collect. He finds Orji switched to Elvis, but goalkeeper comes out, clears. End to end stuff. What an interesting game we've seen this evening. Warri Wolves are a strong side, and they've indeed showed why they've won 4 games on the road so far this season.
Strong side, Michael, and this is good for our football. It shows that the team can always, go away from home, doing so well, and without feeling intimidated, without feeling threatened. And that is exactly what we have seen here. Good game of football, and we have seen both sides showing what they are truly made of.
That was an effort from David Joseph, always rising. 82 minutes of football. The goal kick will come for the visit for the home side, who are holding on and just wishing that the referee will just sound his final whistle. Mustafa Salisu back to Ogrimide, being put under pressure there. The referee's whistle goes. A free kick call on that occasion. Advantage, Warri Wolves on the far side. Here comes KWARA United. Abu Salam. Alenge Mohammed is still going. And the cross. Corner kick. The referee gives a goal kick, of course. Goal kick taken. Emmanuel. Here comes Orji. He finds Emmanuel in space. Offside cross there. What a brilliant play that was from Orji. As we head into the final 5 minutes of this encounter. The final 5 minutes plus added time. Live coverage, courtesy of Propel Sports Africa, in partnership with MTN and Nigeria. Nigerian Premier Football League match day 24 fixture here. KWARA United lead by 2-1. They're doing everything to hold on to that lead. looking for a first victory in 2026. Free kick. Only John Mark loses it in a very dangerous position, but the defense does well to regain possession for KWARA United. And the throw will come for the home side. Ahead in this game. I like what you've been put under pressure. Quite lucky not to have first the ball here. Alege try to find his captain. A bit of some clumsy passes there from KWARA United, which could be costly. Offside call. Says the referee. A very vital win this would be for KWARA United. I just push them up the ladder. And now up to 17th on the log. Still wallowing in relegation waters there. With a game left to be played. A game in hand. If you want our game against Rivers United. Here comes KWARA United. Absalam. Stage on him. Was looking to get Gidado or not. A clearance comes. Here comes Gidado. Only John Mark. Absalam. Only John Mark now in the area. Free kick, says the referee. But as we approach our stoppage time here in 87 minutes on the clock. KWARA United 2, Warri Wolves 1. Absalam picks it up. Alege. Gidado finds Auli John Mark. To Alege. Back to Auli John Mark, who finds Oluwaseun. He does well to shield off his marker. Also Philip. Only John Mark now. Gidado into the hands of goalkeeper. And the shot goes trouble save there from Edafe Vincent. Brilliant save from the goalkeeper. Yeah, Mr. Dick. That could have been 3-1 KWARA United.
Yeah, brilliant save from Vincent Edafe. I mean, when it was called to action, he delivered. But I think also that those shots that were played, they were coming from a close range. And so maybe the people, the kicker, or perhaps in person of Gidado now, and a certain Aule Mark should have picked their spot very quietly. But still, we have to give it to the goalkeeper. I mean, that was a 1v1, and he was able to actually deny them on that occasion. KWARA seems now to be growing back into the game, especially doing so well at the up front. I mean, except for this, their wish is just to see the referee doing the final whistle, and then they can go home with these 3 points.
Of course, we are into the 90 minutes. And 90 minutes of action played here. Waiting for the referee's additional time. By the meantime, the corner kick will come for KWARA United. They are not committing bodies up front. Just 2 white shirts in the area. So white shirt inside the box. And of course, Salisu arrives. 3 additional minutes he played. 3 minutes for KWARA United to hold on for the first victory in the new year. And 3 minutes for Warri Wolves to try and salvage a point here. And it's Mustafa, the new boy from Kano Pillars. It's still Mustafa. Back to Ozo Philip. But the referee's whistle goes. A free kick. A foul on Shahid Olani, who still stays down. KWARA United 2, Warri Wolves 1. A long one there sent from the boots of Vincent Rafi. And a clearance will come for KWARA United. And Plateau United are taking the lead against Remo Stars. The champions not having it sweeter this season. From champions to fighting relegations. From champions to fighting to survive. Remo Stars. That's of course the story of Remo Stars this season. And there we have it. The first victory for KWARA United in 2026. Their 7th victory of this campaign, which has taken them up to 17th on the log. But still a lot of work is required from Coach Ashafa Suleiman's led the technical crew. But they will take relief in this victory. A sign of relief for the fans, sign of relief for the players, and relief for the technical crew as they will look to build on this momentum going forward. KWARA United, it finished here inside the Rashid Yakin Menbo. KWARA United 2, Warri Wolves 1.
And what an interesting game that we had, Michael. I mean, both teams gave us, a good display of football and a good spirit. I mean, for this game, I'll have to give it to once again to Warri Wolves. They're very, very strong, very solid, and their record away from home also speaks to that. And another outstanding performance also from Said Olani. He's a man of many firsts today. His first goal for KWARA United, and of course his first brace for KWARA United. I no doubt about it, it's a relief for KWARA United. And Coach Ashifa Suleiman, despite the injury and other, some players' exit, I think he must have found a kind of a rhythm with this team, with this new set of players coming forward. We've seen 3 new additions, talking about Abdul-Salam, Anofi Babatunde, and Mustafa Salisu making good impact in this particular game. And I think they can always take it forward up from here. 7th win for them this season. 9th defeat for Warri Wolves, and they remain unmoved on the table today. They sit 9th on the log with 33 points to play against Plateau United in the match day 25. For Warri Wolves, they will play host to Academy Warriors in their next game, right there in Ozoro. And then from there on, they'll continue, a decent run of form, especially at the home front. It's a good game overall, Michael. And I think both teams must have, seen a whole lot of, experience in this game that will guide their activities, going forward. Good game, Michael. Good game both teams have had.
Yeah, good game both teams have had. And from us right here, the team led by Rashid Kadri, it's a goodbye from our desk. God bless you.